Hi everyone, I'm still at my family home in Philadelphia, and I thought, hey, why not tape our episode here? Nothing's prohibiting that, right? So today we're going to be exploring beyond manifesting. Welcome to Inner Cosmetics. I'm your host, Elvin. Thank you for joining me. What is beyond manifesting? The realization that you're already where it is that you desire it to be. Whoa, it's really windy out here. So if you manifesting, if you're speaking of manifesting, it's still that belief that there is something to bring in. When you're beyond that stage, you are already here, and that's self-realization. And how do we get there? It's learning that all of the tools, all the elements that are within, as always, nothing's outside of ourselves, knowing that they're already here, being aware of that, and using them. But it's just remembering how to do that, because we already know. As we do know, I am you and you are me. And together, we are coming forward and bringing this reality home, right where we sit, right where we stand. We're going to begin with the idea of disrupting our vehicle. Disruption is a good thing. It's not, we don't have to focus on anything else but what it is. Disruption is a beautiful thing. And in regards to our vehicle, we want to learn how to be on autopilot. Autopilot is where it's at. So this vehicle, as we already know, it has a beautiful mind. And I think it needs to get more of a positive view on the mind. For myself, I had a tendency to say, I'm going to stop using my mind, as though something that God has given us wasn't intentionally there for us to use. No, it's just, if you're looking to not use it, perhaps for myself, it's because you don't know how to. So the mind this morning came to me, it's like an engine. And if you are in the engine of a vehicle, all you hear is the noise. Now the engine, of course, is helping the vehicle to go. But we want to enjoy the scenery. We want to be behind the seat and just cruising along, right? And so similar to the mind is a receiver receiving beautiful thoughts and inspiration. So let that play. There's nothing to try and stop there. Let it roll. But come up out of the engine, transcend through it into consciousness so that you're just there enjoying the scenery on autopilot. And that's where things get fun. They really do. So I'm on autopilot today. I'm just flowing. I'm not thinking about a thing. The thoughts are there, of course, because they're part of me and they're supposed to be. But to reach the consciousness is going beyond the thoughts that are coming through and on autopilot and knowing that I'm already where I desired to be. I'm already here. How did I disrupt my vehicle? Ooh, that was fun. Jumped into it today. The thought, received the thought, didn't think about it, just ran with it. Do something different was what I received than what you were taught to do. A lot of things that we were taught, we accept it as a belief, but it's now time that we receive those answers for ourselves. And it's always going to be from going within. Now, even a reminder as I make this message that what I'm sharing is my own experience. You are your own guide. You're your own creator. So you can take this and meditate on it, feel how it resonates for you, but not to accept it as belief. We're beyond that stage of accepting what another God outside of self is saying. We're just bringing forward things that are working in this realm. And if it happens to resonate with you, you can take it in for self. So disrupting my vehicle today, the belief that I had accepted in was something just as simple as breakfast. Breakfast. Why am I eating breakfast? Even though sometimes I'm not even hungry, because it's something systematically that was introduced to me. I received it and I took it in as truth. This is what I'm going to turn this over to you. Explore the word breakfast. Explore what it is that it means. And you conclude your own thoughts around it. Now, I feel a difference by not actually having breakfast, but introducing food into my vehicle at noontime. And again, something that's working for me on helping me be on autopilot. You take that for yourself. Oh my gosh, when? And do with it as you may. There's a beautiful bird flying right overhead. It looks like a hawk. So question the things that are introduced. This is number one. And not just question them, explore them as well. Explore it. And then feel how you feel. So I'm loving how this feels for my vehicle to introduce food to it at noontime. Okay? So far, we have 2 disruptors for our vehicle. If you want to say the thought was a number 1, because the thought is learning how to work with the mind and let it run. Let it keep, it's playing a beautiful part. Let it run. Just go above it into the field of consciousness. Also explore things like as breakfast. These are things that you are putting inside your vehicle internally. So as we want to question in a good way, of course, that's all there is, the things that we are introducing to our body, because these are the mechanics that's helping it to flow. Another disruptor that I'm enjoying is energy inside the body. So something that's simple, but it's powerful, is stretching. I've been doing some stretching. Again, it hasn't even been that long. It's only 2 days. But in doing that, I've been working on, for myself, receive the desire to introduce splits, learn how to do the split. And I'm feeling it in my headspace, my vehicle's headspace. There's been this energy that has been flowing up through my neck area, all around, and of course, through my hips and joints. But it feels like there's this energy flow that has been unlocked just from introducing stretching. So that could be another disruptor. Are you already stretching, moving it doesn't have to be anything strenuous. We're not about that anyway, right? A little bit at a time, but that all affects how your vehicle is cleansed and moving. I mentioned it before, worth repeating, is even baths, salt baths, releasing the toxins that we don't need. Just another way of doing that with introducing salt into it. So consider all of these disruptors. We are here to be on autopilot, to be above thought, and that's allowing thought to work with you, work for you. And now you're on autopilot. Also, dreams. Let's bring dreams into this understanding that they're not separate. I remove the word dreams from my experiences, from my reality when I speak, because all they are is an extension of your consciousness of where you are. What we can do, check out the video if you haven't already on astral projection. But what you can do is when you go into those other states and of our reality, what are we actually doing? Exploring another extension of self. We're really, why is it when you wake up, you don't remember it? To myself, I was like, all it is really memory recall. So have fun. How can you, in this day-to-day, when your vehicle is up and cognizant, in this awakening stage, how can you use this in the realm of matter to improve the recall of when you travel to another dimension? So from noon until 6 o'clock p.m., I'm going to be doing recalls and writing them down before I go to bed. I want to rely on my memory while I'm in the reality of matter, the dimension of matter. From 12 to 6, how much can I remember through this experience? And watch how strengthening this recall here will improve your awareness as you go into your vehicle, I should say, goes into sleep, because you never sleep. Your consciousness, you don't sleep. So explore that if that's something. And that is really all I have today, because I feel it's enough, and it's an exciting thing to bring forward about enhancing and being and going beyond manifesting. Aren't you ready to be here? We're ready to be here. And you already are. You created everything that you already desired. But now we just want to realize it, right? And when we go beyond thought, that's when we can sit and realize it. The God in us knows the wealth we already have. But when we're in the mind of thought, stuck there, again, let it work for you. But when we're stuck there in the mind, we don't perceive that which consciousness knows. So again, you already created. Let's experience it now. Switch things up during your day, introduce new things to your vehicle, and allow the mind and thought to work for you. Just rise above it. Just rise above it, being on autopilot. Even if you feel like, I just want to move my body in a weird and funky way, do it. Do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Be in that consciousness of the God within. And next week, send me a comment on this actual same video that we're doing right now. Comment below. Let me know how you're feeling, how your vehicle is feeling. Because we're a community. This is really built for you and I to grow together. So that's what Inner Cosmetics is about. Comment below. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. Much love to you. Catch you on the next video.